Okay, we're back again in the studio. It's been a while. It's hot in here. I'm sweating right now, but besides that, I'm fine.
Did you tell your son that your balls were sweaty?
Jesus.
And when he was late.
It's hot in here. And we're in San Francisco, and it's just not a hot city.
It's called, I apologize, Blackfoot Nation man, that it's known as, for the San Francisco natives, is Indian summer. This is when you come to visit San Francisco without a fleece sweater.
I'm just so hot. And
it's also in a non-air conditioning.
And back me up, guys. Because I was born and raised in a way where I cannot
Well, you said back
sleep.
you up, guys, and you're saying you're from San Francisco?
Yeah,
be careful.
I'm just saying. When I was born, I was little, and I said this to her last night. No matter how hot it is, I can't fall asleep unless there's a blanket on me. So it's like I'm doomed if I do, and I'm doomed if I don't. I'm sweating, but I got to put a blanket on me just to stay cool because I'm so freaking hot. I'm always hot. I'm sweating right now, and I like windows open. And one of the things is she'll agree to this. I love going to hotel rooms and putting the air conditioning in full blast where it's like 50 degrees and it's freezing, because I'd rather be cold outside and you get to cuddle up and snug up in a blanket. That's just a perfect thing for me. I love that. Hey, this weekend we're going to be at a Comic-Con. We're heading up to SAC Anime Con. It's going to be awesome. And then we got a Mouse Con coming up. We're going to see Coco again. That's coming up. I'll get the exact dates on the next show. I'll also be on the website for you guys if you want to check it out. All right. On the show, Jesus. Oh, my paperwork's all over the place. On the show, we're going to have a little bit Sean Chiplock, voiceover artist and actor. We're going to talk to him a little bit. Also, not only can you hear the audio here on the podcast, if you go to YouTube channel, you'll be seeing the videos too. We'll have them loaded up. All our interviews are going to be videos now. We wanted to do that for you because there's a lot of people asking for that. And eventually we'll get this studio here with some videos, but that means I have to put on makeup and take my hairs and put them in curls.
You're not going to look gorgeous for me, Barbie?
No.
Or you can?
Stuff.
Are you more Barbie or are you more Ken?
I am more G.I. Joe.
You're
and
not
especially when you pull down the pants on G.I. Joe and there was no penis and it's just straight.
Well, your testicles will be perfect shape.
I'm at that age where I have no balls left. We're going to talk about James Gunn next because he is the new genius in Hollywood sometimes. Let's start the show. We're coming right back, talk real fast, get an interview, and then I promise Jesus, there's so much I want to cover. I promise I'd go through emails that I get and start reading them. Let's do that next show because I really got to go through emails and I don't want to be like, I don't give them the time they deserve. And they're backing up. It's a show.
Welcome to Comic-Con, where once a year, sci-fi buffs take their lips off the barrel of a loaded gun and spend half a day adjusting their eyes to sunlight.
So James Gunn was on the Smartlist show. Have you ever seen the Smartlist? Heard the Smartlist show?
I love the Smartlist podcast. I subscribe, as you should subscribe here, and the Fonseca and AMV show, and College for All.
Okay, so he was...
Do you want to tell people who Smartlist is by Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett?
Yeah, it's those three guys together. It looks like they have a podcast together. It looks like Will Arnett's always bringing Tail to the back room and stuff like that. Hey, I'm bringing my sons, but I'm still hooking up with chicks younger than me. I don't know. I get a feeling from Will Arnett that he's just hooking up with chicks all the time. Do you get that feeling?
So they did, if you go on Apple TV, they show Smartlist. If you're paying attention, first, Jason Bateman's wife is very lucky to have it. I'm sure he has some knacks, but he's so devoted. Sean always talks about his partner, but Will, he loves his children, so I give you that respect.
He was married to Amy Schumer.
But he was looking at women like...
well, he's single. Especially when you come off a divorce.
Now,
when you come off a divorce, there's some kind of little thing. You don't think
he was with somebody while he was married to Amy? And now Amy has a podcast too. I have not listened to that.
What's hers? My Husband Cheated on Me podcast?
Women's Live.
Women's Live. So I guess James Gunn was on that. He was riffing... he riffed on Superman, or what exactly happened? You listened to the show.
I did listen. First they were talking about his background because he comes from really humble backgrounds. He actually grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, went to a Catholic school there in '84, and then graduated from St. Louis University. I'm shocked that there's not a statue of him over there.
Who, James Gunn?
Making films. James Gunn, yeah. Because no one at St. Louis University High talks about James Gunn. Don't ask me why.
They don't. You know what they do, right? They have all the hallways are painted in bright colors. And when you walk to each hallway, they're named after him, and they have a soundtrack for each one.
Well, basically, he transfer around. You're funny.
That would be awesome. And everybody spins around like, Star-Lord. Never mind.
Maybe the reason why, because he went from St. Louis University to LMU, which is one of the top 10 LA film schools, but then he got bored there and then ended up at Columbia University, where he got his MFA. So he was just talking about, like, they really asked him about the money. He's like, I'm not into that. They had a long conversation. Should Superman have underwear or not? And like, they were saying that there's some people who go in fights because of that for James Gunn.
I gotta admit, when they did outfit test for one for what's his name, for Superman Returns or Superman Lives with Nicolas Cage, and they had him with the buff stuff. They had him with underwear and out underwear. It looks better with the underwear. Then they had test screenings for the James Gunn one with Corn Sweet, whatever the dude's name is. They had it with and without, and it looked better with. It just looks better. I don't have a preference, but it does look better with underwear, and it hides the super balls a little bit. So it kind of helps that out a little bit. And I'm just saying, from a way that it looks better on screen, it looks better with underwear. So
yeah. And then he talks a little bit about Superman, like the sense of them seeing him as an immigrant, a beacon of basic kindness. A lot of people were talking about that. But remember, James Gunn is about writing. His first papers that he did at Tromo Entertainment, he was just paid $150. And then at the end of the interview at Smartless, definitely you could listen it to Apple Podcasts or wherever you stream. They asked for his advice for other people who want to start off like him. And he basically say, quote, don't do it like I did. But seriously, write every day, make stuff cheap, earnest, messy, learn the craft from pros, from junk scripts, from failures. Be collaborative, always, intent for everybody, and never stop working on your voice.
That's true.
Well done and well said. Yeah, so he's known as the Hollywood box office superhero
right now
from the Financial Times.
But the only problem is that I posted something. If you check it out on our social media, it seems like they haven't built the superhero movies this summer haven't passed the billion mark like they usually do, and it's superhero burnout, I think. And I posted that on there, and I asked, hey, you guys, are you burnt out? Nobody's really answering it. And it's a lot of people that follow your nerd side on Instagram and all that stuff. They're more of a superhero kind of followers, and they're trying to get these movies out there. The people that love Marvel and DC and want to see it like us, hey, we're going to go and pay for it, and we're going to be opening night. We don't want but the other people that just aren't into superhero films, and they need to get those regular people in, they're just not going. They're like, hey, it's just another Superman. They're looking at it.
Yeah, like you said, Fantastic Four made $500,000. Superman did about the same. I mean, that's final cut numbers there. Superman, it did fine. Worldwide, we're talking about 606 million, becoming the 7th highest grossing film of 2025. So that's why the Financial Times said that it did so well. But you have to remember, you have to think about cost. With Fantastic Four, it came in 10th as the highest grossing film. So Superman won, so he became super. But that goes right into our next transition of a topic.
But did it win?
Did you notice how you interrupted me?
Because I didn't want you to switch real fast. But did it win because it opened up 2 weeks prior to the Fantastic Four?
So you really think Fantastic Four is going to be more people are talking about the popcorn bucket
of the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, I know that the popcorn bucket.
Even your son, who was helping us hunt all over 2 continents.
Yeah.
No, excuse me. 1 continent, 2 countries. Was more hyped about Herbie, Galactus, I think, to make his dad happy than the movie.
The movie was just... I think
they did a great job with Sue Storm.
It's just slow.
But
it was slow.
But it ends there. I think the female roles, here. But the parts that was... I don't know, Reed Richards, I don't know. He seemed like a pussy.
And we don't see him stretching that much. You want to see more of him. I wanted to see Ben Grimm
everyone wants to see Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm didn't do that much fighting.
Didn't we talk about this?
We did talk about this, but it's just a thing that bugs me.
You know what? Because if you listen to our past podcasts, and remember, subscribe so you can always go look at other ones. He talked about he was more excited about Fantastic Four than Superman. But here's the thing. But how excited are you about Weapons, the horror movie that's out right now?
I saw it.
That you did see it?
I saw it online.
You saw what?
Paul put it up for me. I already saw it.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's good. I had to stop because I had to go into a meeting. It was great. It's not as scary as you think it is, and it's done. What I like about Weapons, it's done in segments. So it'll come up with words, and it goes the teacher's point of view, her name, and it shows her whatever happens, and then it goes back to someone else, the dad, who's of course Thanos, his point of view, and you see everything that's interacting with it, and then finally you get the little boy whose thing. I can tell you what it's about. Everybody keeps asking me, and I'll tell them because nobody. Do you want to know what it's about? Yes or no?
Yes. After I say Weapons becomes the first horror film to top 2025 box office in 3 weeks in a row. Go.
It's good. It's about witches. It's a witch. That's all it is.
Is the teacher the witch?
No.
Spoiler alert. Okay.
No.
Because everyone hunted her down.
They think it's her because it's her class.
It's her class.
It's the little boy, the only boy that's left alive.
So wait, the kids that ran funny?
Yes.
They're dead.
No, they're not dead. They're
You
going to
said
be.
they're the only one that's alive.
Well, the only one that's left. You know, when they get kidnapped,
Then
you
say
think
left, not
because
alive.
everybody thinks they're gone or dead. Because after a few days, when the time, they always say once a kid's kidnapped, as the time goes by, the chances of getting them back alive diminishes. That's what they always say. The kid, the only kid that was left, not kidnapped and was still alive or disappeared or ran off, it was his aunt, his great aunt that came by.
And why did she do it?
She was sick to live. She's a witch. That's what she does. Keep living.
So she was living off of kids?
Yeah, and I couldn't believe
it's
it was
like Hans and Gretel.
Yeah, and it was amazing because she cuts her finger and bleeds it and does certain things and cracks it and puts it in water, and then everybody does what she wants. It's kind of weird, but you wouldn't believe the witch is the same lady from Uncle Buck, the girlfriend. I didn't know. So Uncle Buck's girlfriend. Do you remember that movie?
No,
it's an actress. She's the witch, and I was like, who is this lady? Because she wore a wig, and I was like, oh man, I'm ruining the movie for you. Spoiler alert!
No, you're making me fall asleep. But
oh my God,
Weapons worldwide. Now here's the crazy part: made $211 million already, just 3 weeks. It's matching Fantastic Four, and there are more horror movies coming. Already Final Destination, Bloodlines is $287 million. Ethan Hawke's horror movie sequel, The Black Phone 2, is coming out in October. So I think what's happening is, but I want you to talk about fans, is that it's really cheaply made. There's more bigger actors getting on. I mean, Ethan Hawke's nothing. Josh Brolin is on there. I mean, come on. And they're making money. So why are people going there? Because look at this. If we look at horror movies, It made $704 million. It Chapter 2, $473 million. Sinners, $366 million. The Nun, $366 million. And Weapons now, $211. What's going on? Why is everyone addicted to horror movies beyond Halloween? Fonseca, I'm asking you because you love horrors. I won't watch it, but you will.
Why are people going to horror movies?
Well, so much. I mean, Halloween makes sense, but this is throughout the year now. Why are they more into, or is it just a different genre? Like they're tired of the heroes. So now it's like,
I gotta admit, and I'll say this, like I said on the show not too long ago, I'm kind of glad they're waiting a while to do another superhero film or waiting their time. And soon it's this one and this one and that one and that one and that one. I'm like, it's kind of, in the beginning it was cool because all the movies were good together. Now they're throwing out the Eternals and this, and I know they're trying to tie them in, but I'm like, this is boring. I'm sick of
it's not the Sentinels. So it's like, okay, there's a Sentinel in our planet is growing.
I'm just not into that. But I'm saying, yes, I want something else. And I would like not the same Halloween, but not a reboot, but something new. It's nice. I want to see a scary movie.
So you think James Gunn is failing in what he's doing with it?
No,
DC
as long as he doesn't
Studios?
oversaturate it, he's fine. If he gives us a break.
Yeah, because when you saw the cartoon of Super Sons, you loved it.
The Super Sons.
You forgot Super Sons? Go to HBO Max, Super Sons, where you see Clark Kent's son join forces with Damien Batman. You said like this was so good.
It was really good.
You like, why are you watching this on a school night?
Because it was different. It was way, way different.
Well done. It was well done. Okay. Right. What's next, Fonseca?
Only thing I'm excited about that's coming to Disney Plus has nothing to do with Star Wars. It's the zombies, Marvel zombies. That is it, and that should be coming out.
Well, then that's not Star Wars.
I know, but that's Marvel. That's the only thing I'm excited.
You don't care about Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord.
No.
I bet you're going to hate the animation.
That's what exactly the problem is. I'm going to hate the animation.
Yeah. So talk about Eye of Wakanda. You did watch that. You watched me one or two.
I was kind of bored.
Oh, you just had the same review as your little Fonseca.
It just takes a lot to get me, and I was like, I'll see it when I see it. If there's nothing else on, I'll see it. That's all I can say all the time. I'm like, wait a little.
Just for those who are excited, because this is your nerd side, real quickly going down the list.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
I'm sorry I'm not a
Mandalorian
nerd.
Grogu, May 22nd, 2026. Star Wars Starfighter, May 28, 2027. Osaka Season 2, likely 2026. Visions from Star Wars Season 3, October 29, 2025. And Maul Shadow Lord, 2026. Young Jedis for the Young One Season 3, late 2025. And Rebuild the Galaxy Season 2, September 19th, 2025. Let's go, Fonseca.
Not interested in any of those.
I know that.
So Chris Columbus, and we have talked to him before. You met him a few times. We met him once at the Giants game, talked to my son. He's one of the people that wrote the original writers for Gremlins. And in a recent interview, they're asking him, are we going to be doing Gremlins 3? Well, according to the original Gremlins writer, Chris Columbus, the long-discussed threequel remains trapped in development limbo. He was recently talking with our friend Steven Spielberg, and he said they coming out with some ideas for 30-plus years, but if nothing's good, they're just not going to make it.
But isn't he trying to do the Goonies as well as a sequel?
It's in there together, and they just haven't cracked it yet. They don't want to do a film that it's not great. And it's the reason there has to be a reason to do it. And it has to be more than just okay. We'll do great at the box office with that title, but he says he wants something to put out.
Now, I have a question. What are your thoughts about Christopher Columbus not wanting to do anything related about Harry Potter? Because you always feel like the work that he did was the best.
I think it's fine. You got to move on to something else. Did 2 movies, move something else. It's like you can't go back. I used to work at a company, TuneIn, right? And then one of the head bosses, 2 of them said, hey, we're going to bring it back. We'll do part-time. We'll do this. We really need you. And I'm like, nah, I don't fight for that. I got to move on. There's probably something better to do. You just move on. You don't go back.
So do you think he's just focusing more on his production company that he does with his daughter, Eleanor Columbus, Maiden Voyage Pictures?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just taking a backseat and just writing when he's inspired, or he just has too much of the wealth of the world?
I think he has too much. He's just burnt out. Some people get burnt out of this stuff, and it's a lot of work to do a movie. And they always wanted to put you, when you have like a successful movie and it's really, really good, they expect it always to be successful and good all the time. It's just how it is. They expect nothing but perfection from you.
But he is directing, I don't know much of this, Thursday Murder Club. Have you heard about that?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, so he is directing something. So maybe he's going slow. I don't know. But that's the only thing is, and he was approached. I mean, the only thing about Harry Potter that he approached about the author's anti-trans comments, and he said it was just very sad. I don't know if you know, Christopher Columbus grew up in San Francisco, went to St. Ignatius, and has been very active
she's caused so many problems for me. I have suits that are Harry Potter suits. Different places I wear them. I can't wear them because of her. So, and I like Harry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like, I wouldn't wear that's offensive, and I'm like, okay. So I had to go hang it up and can't wear it. Let me get a quick interview. We're going to come right back. And then 2 more things and we're going to wrap up real fast. Sean Chiplock, we are at let me think. Was it Stockton? Yeah, Stockton Con. Sean Chiplock. Let's talk to him real fast. Voice artist and a really cool guy. Check this out. Sean, you're a one-man show over here. You had a line of people. You were taking pictures. You were signing autographs. You were doing everything with them. I love it. What started all this? I mean, are you an actor, a voice actor? How did this start?
Well, first of all, I'm the one who's lucky, because do you see this drip right here? Like, I wish I could wear these colors and make them look good. I mean,
It makes my eyes pop. That's it.
I'll be honest. What started all this was probably a combination
Take a
of
look
just
at this. Look at this
an
table.
active imagination, maybe a little bit of ADHD, because I've always enjoyed portraying this idea of like, what if I could do this? What if I could have a flaming sword that I could swing around? You know, what if I could go on all these zany adventures?
Yeah.
And voice acting was just the natural next step, where it's like, hey, in the booth, in front of a mic, your brain, everything that comes up in your mind, you can perform it, you can become it.
Yeah.
And what I like about it especially is it's never the same thing twice. There's always something a little different to keep your mind young and fresh.
Yeah.
And we need that in a world today.
So I'm going to ask, and I should go, everybody wants to know the backstory, but I want to know, are you still going to the studios to record your stuff, or are you doing it from home?
Oh, I go to the studios anytime that I can.
And your partner, you probably miss him when he does this, right? Yeah, she misses him like crazy.
She missed me so much, she actually moved to California recently. She's pursuing it herself because she saw me doing it.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Like,
This guy's so money.
Oh no, I mean, she's gonna fund it. Check out these incredible fragrances that she makes as well.
I love this.
I was not a perfume guy or a cologne guy before she started introducing me to them, and now I'm wearing one of these every single day.
All right, we're having fun and games, but we got to talk. Seriously, what voices do you do? Because it's like you have the Time Life collection of voices you do. There's so many.
A lot of people know me from The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Persona 5. Tokyo Revengers, ReZero, Eden Zero.
Yeah.
It ranges from video games to anime to commercials. I really pride myself on having a wide vocal range. Maybe I'm not like the one-hit wonder like some classics like Don LaFontaine, but
No, already. And I'm an audio guy. Everybody knows this. You have a voice that just pops
adaptable,
through.
yes.
I throw them on the radio.
Being
right now.
adaptable is a huge blessing in this industry, because if they trust that no matter where they put you, you can do something believable, you instantly become so marketable, so valuable. And you mentioned earlier about the table, you know, being able to handle sales, being able to handle conversations, being able to multitask is such a valuable skill in so many different industries, not just VO.
So,
I mean, look at you. You're attractive, you've got a good voice, you dress well, you got it all, baby.
I like this guy. So let me ask you something. So are you auditioning for stuff?
Every day.
But are people pulling you in for stuff? Is your agent
Sometimes.
Because you seem like, and you probably go in the booth. And,
Right.
And I'm doing it right now. I notice we're very similar.
We are.
Your hands are moving.
Gesticulation.
Your hands are moving around when you're announcing.
The general rule of thumb in the booth is, as long as it's not hitting the mic or getting in the way of your mouth, anything is fair game. And I'm very much like a method actor. So if it's a studious character, you know, I'm standing there with his hand held up against his glasses. Who hasn't played an Ace Attorney game and felt the desire to go objection at least once or twice? That's exactly what I'm talking about. But yes, so being able to get involved, to have fun, to not be afraid of being embarrassed is a really big part of giving it your all, because the golden rule of thumb in acting is, if I don't believe it, how can I expect anyone else to?
That's true. All right. So let's take our Wayback Machine. We're going back a few years because you're only 21. He just turned 21.
What do you mean? That was just 2 years ago. What are you talking about?
There you go.
What are you talking about?
So how did all this start? Did you want to be an actor or a voice actor? Was it one or the other, or was it all of it?
I had dabbled in theater when I was younger, but I knew that like the mechanical movements of my body, like if it wasn't something I was organically doing, there was no way I was going to fake it to look real.
Yeah.
But I had the most active imagination. I was the kid in the back of class who was like going off on 15-minute daydream tangents.
Yes.
So it was a natural way to just go, oh my gosh, I can totally envision being this character. Oh my gosh, I can totally envision fighting this monster, or what it would be like to look across the horizon in this grassy meadow. And I think the odyssey of the mind is really where I excelled. So it all boils down to passion. Like, people ask, what made you decide on VO? And it's like, I couldn't not do it. Just a natural affinity for it.
You don't have to comb your hair either, or brush your teeth, or anything. You can just show up.
She makes me do it.
I try.
All right, you didn't mention it. A lot of people want to know about this. Spider-Man. Peter Parker, is there two different sounds? Is there a Peter Parker and a Spider-Man?
Not really. So this is the interesting thing. When I booked that role, I was absolutely the one going, oh my gosh, who am I to be in a role like this, when you consider all the classics that have played him?
Everybody does.
But it ended up working out that way because I ended up using that as part of his psyche of, here's Spider-Man, relatively fresh out of college, entering this place that has all these established superheroes. He must be feeling the same way.
Yeah.
Who am I? Why do I belong here? So I definitely made a distinct choice where I was like, let's use that nervousness, that anxiety, that self-doubt, and use that as part of his character arc of where he has to come into his own and go, maybe I am the fresh blood, but that doesn't mean I don't deserve to be here. In the same way that as a voice actor, I was very unknown for several years, but I knew I had what it took. So all that mattered was getting in there and doing the job that needed to be done.
Congratulations, you man.
Thank you.
You are freaking fantastic. All right, they want to know, because I want them to follow you. Social media.
Blue Sky and Twitch are the two big ones, and they're both the same. It's Sonic Mega, like, because I was 12 years old
at Sonic Mega.
At Sonic Mega.
Okay.
Think Sonic and Mega Man, just without the man, because I'm a child at heart.
He said Twitch, so now I know there's long videos on there.
Oh, we have everything.
I cannot wait to see this.
We have everything uploaded to YouTube.
We're not going to talk about it. You want to see it, you got to go see it. Hey, dude, high five, two of them.
Thank you.
This guy is awesome. Find out more of him, follow him. And then when this show airs, you guys, it'll all be below to follow you and all that good
And
stuff.
thank you in advance for buying every single one of my partner's fragrances.
That's why
Great guy. Fantastic guy.
He's saying hi,
Sean Chiplock, you want to catch it? Videos will be up on our YouTube channel. It's always at Your Nerd Side, and also on our SoundCloud, or just go to our website. Now, cool thing, since I'm talking about this, recently just posted it, should be on our YouTube channel now. The toys, last week we did the Star Wars, make sure, the Adventure Continues. What is this? Speeder 1000. Yeah. This thing is freaking cool, and it is huge. So check it out if you want to. As I open up toys that come, or Disney toys or Hasbro toys, all different ones, check it out there. It's pretty cool. Also, we're doing this online too. If you want to check it out, the comic book of the day, or comic book of the week. Check it out. We go up to Mission Comics. We ask him real fast, and he actually picks some cool ones for us to check out. And that's on our social media website at Your Nerd Side. All right. First off, are you still reading comic books, or you just kind of like stopped? I'm just curious.
Well, it's expensive, and have I stopped reading comic books? I don't think I have had time to read comic books.
What do you do when you're in the restroom? You type?
Oh, it's work.
Oh, when I'm in the restroom, I read.
Well, I do read a lot. That's why I have to change my prescription maybe every 6 months now.
I'm reading. What do we read? Oh, I'm reading the Transformers. Transformers is a fantastic comic book.
I'll be honest. I'm reading. I mean, if you really, are you asking? No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
I want to
watching
hear about
more
your War and
movies and
Peace.
everything.
You're reading War and Peace, or is it Choose Your Adventure novel?
I'm reading more about politics and how it affects our future and the economy and admissions. Because there's all these executive
I know you're saying
orders.
so I'll talk to my buddies and I go, dude, did you see what happened now or this? And like, stop watching the news. You're killing yourself.
I'm not watching.
No,
the news.
I'm watching. You listen to the news.
I read it. I listen to it. I mean, reading. Knowledge is power. I got to help advocate for people.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong.
Why can't you be your own superhero?
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. I get that.
Listen, Andrew Jackson, when he was president, took away so many of the First Nation people. We got to make sure. Hey, I bet how much
you also slept around with all his servants and stuff, and denounced them. Said, "No, I didn't." And he got
Andrew Jackson.
Yes, Andrew Jackson.
I didn't know what name you're referring. How much you want to bet the current president's going to try to have a dollar bill with his face on it?
Why a dollar bill?
Any dollar. I don't know what
Anything,
amount.
I'd give him a $2 bill.
Someone was already. We already have a $2 bill.
That's a saying. You're as gay as a $2 bill.
I've never heard of that saying. Who are you, J.W. Rowling?
Go Google it.
I do not want to put that on my computer.
$2 dollar bill.
Oh my God!
I was just asking her about comic books. I want to know if you're still reading them or not and stuff like that.
When you guys go to the comic book store, I'll sit down. I'll look at stuff. I'm going to read. I'd rather read to my son. Like right now, we're reading Hail Mary Project.
That movie looks fantastic.
It does. So
I read the original book years ago.
And here's the thing. I loved it. It was a great drug and escape. But God, they take so freaking long. Like, remember about the clones for Spider-Man? And then, like, even the Wonder Woman one. Like, what are you complaining about? I don't know. It's just, it's. I don't know. Everyone seems like a whiner.
But they only have a week to get ready to get it published, right?
No, I understand. It's just, think about when Captain America first came out. Inspired, it gave hope. I would love there to be more
but
comics that give inspiration
when it
and
first
hope.
came out, they were limited in what they can say because it was that time. And two, they didn't have those many magazines. They have so many.
Okay, so then, I'll bring in more recent. So let's talk about which.
Why don't they cut back on the magazines? Why do they have so many comic books? Because I always see them boxing up and sending back the stuff they don't sell. You do see that, right? I see that a lot. They're oversaturated with stuff.
Well, it's in the film and money. I don't know. Some things are, but listen, the last time I got really inspired, and it wasn't about what they were writing, but it was interesting. It was like, for example, Witchblade in 1995. Mark Silvestri, great artist, co-creator, right? Founder of Top Cow Productions, right? So things were really getting creative, but I don't know. I think a lot of people are just recycling different ideas. Now, I mean, but that's something maybe you should bring back comic books, bring back reading. I mean, that is something, because that's what movies are doing. They're recycling old ideas. So why don't you do highlight of a comic book of the week?
That's what we're doing. We are doing it. It's on at Your Nerd Side.
Oh my God. Which comic book are we highlighting?
The new Batman, Ultimate Batman. It's when it's a different universe, and this Batman has no money. He's broke, but he has a suit kind of like Iron Man.
Okay, and then
it's only a 5-issue thing.
All right, and then I will challenge that with for the Batman lovers, Immortal Legend Batman #1, critically acclaimed.
What year is that?
It earned a strong 8.6 out of 10
what year
ratings.
Is
that? It just came out, I think, this week.
Then maybe that's it. I forgot.
If you're gonna do a comic book review, get their
I'm not doing the review. The comic book store is. I talked to them.
Whatever. Okay.
I just posted.
AMV's in the house.
I got 3, 4, 5, 6 things
Doesn't
to
he
do.
sound like the comic books I just talked about? Where you keep whining. Anyway,
do you know why? Because I have so many issues. That's why I got to take some back.
Immortal Legend Batman #1 stands out because it takes a fresh look at the iconic character. Perfect if you're looking for something that feels new while rooted. So if you're looking for a Batman in our world life, here we go. Solid, critical, and a strong storytelling and art.
Right?
That I do not know. Jesus.
But I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm happy about most this week, there are no more popcorn buckets coming out.
Okay, I'm going to say this.
About broke or stuff like that.
I'm going to say this. If there is not enough college fund or scholarships, we're selling them all. We're selling them all.
By the time he's about to go to college, our son, the president would have shut them all down by then.
He's on it. He's making it happen.
He's going to take a look. Now we're turning into a political show here.
Brown University in Columbia bend over for him to say, "We'll give you any data you want." Mother fudger.
He is that's a haunted house right there. I know some people, you show a picture of Trump and they just run down the hallway.
All right, I'm going to allow you to do this. You have shown a family member a picture of Trump and they
just screamed and ran down the hallway like scared. And I was like, I looked at it and I was like, when did he turn into Michael Myers? Because I don't know.
He's Michael Myers. Well, probably South Park. So, okay, so let's end it with the South Park episode. There's a couple of episodes emphasizing the White House.
Episode yet.
I know, but you've heard about it. And the person in the White House penis is on the show. And I did not know legally you can show that little one. Yes, don't worry. See, there's people smaller than you. That if you put eyeballs on it, it is okay to put it on there. No, NC-17 is not considered porn.
Also,
just because it's a name, it's creating a character.
On Comedy Central. Comedy Central can get away with cussing, especially after 10 o'clock.
No. But it's not porn. You don't see porn on Comedy Central. Kind of, but if it's a character, that's how they was able to show poop.
You know, I've always wanted to know what is legal to watch porn on there. It's not like I can just Google or go online and it's absolutely free to see. You don't need. Do you know what I'm saying?
You want a new co-host?
No, I want someone who knows how to get me porn faster, not these little penises with eyeballs on it. That's it. Hey, next week, I want to tell you guys, we're going to be at a Comic-Con in Sacramento.
Who's going to be? What's the name of the Comic-Con?
Sac Anime.
Sac Anime. And what did you think of the last Sac Anime?
It was good. We got to walk around and do a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I had a long day today. They're being really nice to us. They're asking me to do panels, like to moderate it. And
are you going to do it?
I'm tired.
You're always tired.
I'm always tired. It's hard because I work.
You're reading
during
all
the
these
week.
comic books.
I only read comic books when I'm going to the restroom. I would sleep on the toilet, like you. You know, you're doing your work.
I don't sleep on toilets.
But I don't want to sleep on the toilet because I can't sleep and do number 2. So I'm not that good.
Anywho, so Steven Silver, who is the designer, Kim Possible, Danny Phantom's going to be there. Popular voices like Troy Baker. He'll be there. He'll be appearing, but Saturday only. He plays iconic roles in gaming and animation.
We're only going to be there Saturday.
Ashley Johnson, star of Critical Role. She'll be featured in the Critical Role panel.
I'm not putting down Comic Cons, but when we used to stay at the hotels, wasn't it a bit too long? Or did you like staying at the hotels? Because you went to the pool and stuff. You liked that
No,
too.
because that pool had a rat dead on the lawn.
Okay, let's say we went to Sacramento. We stayed at the hotel in Sacramento.
Yeah, I think if they made it a day and evening thing, I think that'd be hard for the panelists. I understand why it's 2 days.
They do evening things, but they have parties. I don't want to go to the party.
I think it's hard for, it's hard for, okay, let's just say, right, Brendan McKinney, right, who's going to be a storyboard artist. He gets nonstop people signing all day for television animation. That gets exhausting. We saw what happened with Christopher Lloyd when he was in San Jose. Like, he was like, I'm done. And I know there's an age issue. But then if Peter Capella's there, the voice of Silver the Hedgehog in the Sonic the Hedgehog video games, and nobody, that's not going to happen, comes up to him, he's bored out of his mind. He's unhappy. I mean, those artists that nobody goes up to, you feel so sad for them.
I do too. And if you listen
and you
to
don't even interview them either.
Lou Ferrigno. Nobody went up to him.
Well, talk about the guy. Let's see if you know the name of the, oh my God, Star Wars Maul. What's his name?
I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Darth Maul. Yeah, I know.
Darth Maul, yeah. He won't do interviews because he thinks that's a terrible voice.
He's fantastic. He's making me laugh.
So then you shouldn't worry about your tummy just because of one person.
My tummy doesn't laugh. You know your tummy's
If you squeeze the two fats lumps together, they'll laugh. So they put a sound effect.
That's another reason why I'm tired, because I worked out today too.
Oh, pobrecito.
I'm gonna go take a nap. Oh, we'll talk to you next week. I'm gonna go sleep on the toilet to save time.
Until next time, and be your own superhero. Save the world. One podcast at a time.